We're on the road to the Moto America Daytona 200. We're gonna go see Kayla kick some butt there. The sun's starting to break up some of the clouds. We're 8:30 in the morning, a couple hours away from Daytona. I'm gonna stop at a little town called Deland to grab a cup of coffee. And yeah, we're just ticking off the miles here. Can't wait to get to the track. Alright, we made it to Daytona Beach, y'all. We are at, or almost at, the Speedway. Another mile up the road here. Already I'm seeing lots of motorcycles. This is Bike Week. Actually, the end of Bike Week. Bike Week wraps up Sunday. Today is Friday. And yeah, the Daytona 200 race is tomorrow. So today we're going to check out all the vendors, do a lap around the track, sponsored by Cardo, which I am an affiliate partner with, so that'll be really cool. And we'll see what other kind of stuff we can get into, if we can get through this red light. Alright, we made it in the track. We're going through the tunnel to go through the infield parking. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. This is exciting. There's always electricity in the air when you come to a race. I love it. Now we're on the inside of the Daytona Speedway here. And we'll try to find the motorcycle parking. Alright, we are half an hour away from staging for the fan lap. I can't wait to take a lap of this huge Daytona Speedway. It's going to be incredible.
Super excited. Yeah, I am baking.
All right, Sapphire's in line for the lap. Ready to go?
Yeah, again, I'm just excited to get.
Okay, here we go. I just gotta stay focused. I gotta rely on my training, my years of experience, and work my way to the front any way possible. Whether I have to kick, throw things, cheat, whatever I have to do to get to the front, I am gonna do it. I am gonna win this one lap blast around Daytona. I qualified towards the front. There's about 100 bikes behind me. We got the 2-minute signal. The bike's doing good. It's a hot day out here, but I think it's not too bad. It says 92 on the dash, but that's just sitting here in the sun. This is the Cardo fan lap. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, Cardo, the maker of the awesome communication device for helmets for motorcyclists, they sponsor this fan lap at every race of the Moto America season. So if you go to Barber or Birmingham or Coda, you can do a lap of all those tracks, buy a ticket, sign the waiver, and sit in line. And then you too can take a lap of your favorite track. I think it's a really cool fan engagement, and let's do this. Now, they're not going to take us right off the bat, I'll tell you, they're not going to take us on the banks, because we're not going to go fast enough to go on the banks. So they keep you down on the apron, but it still gives you a chance to feel how big the track is, you know, and just get a sense of what it's like. To ride around a professional racetrack, especially one as iconic as the Daytona International Speedway. A lot of beautiful bikes here today, a lot of big dressed out touring bikes from Harley and Indian. There's a Triumph 765. There's some sport bikes. All right, and away we go. Here we go. Let's do this. All right. Now we're coming into the chicane area here. I'm going to get a nice line through here. Okay. Second gear, I'm dragging my knee right now. Can you hear that? So those guys are probably going to get kicked out, is what I've heard. You're not allowed to do that. But I'm not the track police, so actually, the breeze down here, it's gorgeous. It's not too hot, so it's a beautiful day. Coming out of the chicane. Into this tight left-hander here to go onto the banking. But like I said, we're not actually going to go on the bank. They're going to keep us low. Look how steep that banking is. It's like a wall. It's literally like a wall. Unbelievable. Yeah, he's gonna get kicked out. But he probably doesn't care. Maybe he'll get away with it. to get in trouble, so I'm going to come back down here. Here's the front stretch finish line. Now this isn't the steepest banking, but it's still quite steep. And there you go. A lap of Daytona road course. How cool was that?
Starting right where he wanted to, there's Juan Gonzalez, the CEO of Mission Foods, here to
Hey, we're here with PJ Jacobson. PJ, you got a really strong start going into this endurance race today. How you feeling going into this race?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. We've been first and second almost like every session and in this whole practice and qualifying and stuff. So it's going pretty well. We're P2 on the grid, so the first 2 rows are really important here at Daytona for the race to get a good start and then get in that hunt the whole time for this 200. So I haven't had too much luck here in the past, but I'm hoping that changes today and I can put that Rahal Ducati on the top step of the podium. It would be a dream come true and be awesome to win the 200, but I'm not going to put my hopes up too much. I got to get through the first 2 stints and then kind of see how we play out in the race from that point.
Right, and you're in Superbike this year. How you feeling going into that season, in that class?
Yeah, I feel really good. I have the new Ducati V4R, so hopefully we're going to get that soon, and then we can start testing that. And it's good to make the jump up to Superbike instead of being in Supersport for the past 2 years. I'm looking forward to going to Superbike now.
Pit stops with this endurance race. How you feeling about pit stops today?
So now it's 3 pit stops. It's mandatory, so yeah. It all comes down to the teams really too, to make sure that they get a good pit stop. If not, you can really mess up your race.
Right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Maybe we could do a full interview sometime. Go PJ Jacobson.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, man.
Michael Agazzi, take a look at him because he's got some big moves to make as well. There's our race winner from yesterday, Nate Rosberg, pressing in back up the race. Good driving here.
So we're here with Alessandro. Alessandro, how are you feeling going into today's race? It's a long race. You've got pit stops. How you feeling? How are you focused?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I actually just got a pit stop practice and warm up, and it went pretty good. So I think that'll be the biggest challenge because it'll be a huge group. I just got to follow, but then with the pit stops, I'm a little nervous, but I'll see how those go.
Excellent qualifying for you going into this race. Are you feeling confident for a podium finish?
Honestly, we made some changes to the bike, and they felt really good. I didn't really get a super fast first split in warm-up after the changes, but I also had a lot of traffic. So I don't know what my first splits are going to look like, but as long as I can keep up, or any of us can keep up with the front group, then I think we should be good.
How do you feel about the high banks of Daytona here? Is that just a wild feeling?
It is crazy. It is so crazy, especially on these bikes. I couldn't imagine back in the day when they used to do it on 1000s. That must have felt crazy.
Yeah. So much. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer some questions. Great luck to you. I know you got a lot of things to do today. So
thank you so much.
Nice meeting you, Alessandro. Maybe we'll talk in the future.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Have a great race. So we met up with Trevor here, the owner of Ducati Tampa here in Daytona. Trevor, what's it like being at Daytona?
It's busy. You got to pay attention. You don't want to get run over. I'm finally starting to get used to these track days. This is the one every year I try and make because it's an easy drive from Tampa.
Right. And you're obviously here supporting
PJ Jacobson.
Exactly.
And Kayla and Josh.
And
but
Josh.
PJ's our guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Josh Aaron and PJ Jacobson have shown what they are capable of. I think that you're going to see a couple other people try to get in front of them early, and then that pack will form with 4, 5, 6 riders again.
It looked like there was some contact too with the Rahal Ducati Moto with Royal Guy informing rider Alessandro Di Mario. That young man looked like they
Red flag condition looks like very clean fueling there for Kayla. That crisis has been averted. If the back refired, that's a problem. A slight stall, but she's out as well.
And the battle for Josh Aaron is going to be a There's 2 or 3 seconds.
Yes. To sling back by. Here we go, Yako. Down to the bottom. She starts to make a move. She goes
Okay, let's go! Well, that was an unbelievable race. We saw Josh Aaron win 5 Daytona 200s. History. We watched history today. Kayla Yakov in an incredible battle to get on the podium, the first woman to ever be on the Daytona 200 podium. What an amazing race. If you haven't come to the Daytona 200 or any Moto America race, make sure to put it on your list. They're absolutely a blast. We will see you next time on M is for Motorcycle. I'm heading home.